The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's McDonald. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. They go play action with McDonald. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game, as it's 1st and goal. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. This a quick pass to Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Next to score, Titans 7, Steelers 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brought down at the 28.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And
got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 again. McDonald. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
4-yard line.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
The ball carrier.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald. That is caught at the 7. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, McDonald. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
The Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Chase Claypool.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the delay, Jones. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass. On 1st and 10, McDonald. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years. I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Yard line.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. McDonald. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown Titans. A.J. Brown, 61 yards. And the Titans were able to make this a close game again.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 23-yard line. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 44 yards.
4 yards on the play. And a Steeler first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, Haskins. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last Evan Bush able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they try the right side here. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But both teams practice this situation. And this time, the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed them off with that run.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Throwing right, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
and that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. Now they go screen. It's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a handoff working right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Haskins. Completion here to Claypool. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Haskins now off the bootleg. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Enough takes to start you off a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely online. They just need a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5. After the penalty, it's Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his...
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, McDonald, and that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing on first down. McDonald. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
To throw again. McDonald. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. McDonald. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
To throw on second down. McDonald. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
A gain of 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw on third down. McDonald. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McDonald. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. I tell you, they didn't give it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Titans 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
The kicker
A big play there. 75 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Looking to throw on second down. McDonald, he sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on second and 10. McDonald. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
2 yards.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And the Titans are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Throwing is McDonald, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll give the Steelers a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
2nd and 11. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super